What's going on? It's Ed here from ClicksGeek, and today we're going to talk about SEO versus PPC and which is better for you. So I'm going to frame this entire video around you being a local business owner that needs leads for your business, and you're curious whether or not you should invest in SEO or Google Ads. So real quick, just going to run through what the difference is. So this is a Google ad, this is a Google ad. This is the map section. That's organic, or you can be found there via SEO. This all is the organic section, and then you're going to come down here and you're going to see some ads. There are some other variations of ads you'll see. Sometimes you'll see an ad in here, and then sometimes you'll see a carousel of ads up top, the local service ads, aka Google guaranteed, that you'll see as well. Those are a pay-per-click platform, meaning you only pay for it when someone actually clicks on it. So that's the benefit of that. And then all the other stuff is the organic results, and that you can get there by doing search engine optimization or SEO. And either you're going to need to learn the skill set or hire someone that knows the skill set to implement that. That takes time to get there. Whereas with Google Ads, you could be there very quickly. All right, so let's jump into the pros and cons of each and which I think is better for your business. So pay-per-click is very fast. You could be on page one in your market literally the day that you turn on a campaign. And it is scalable to an extent. There is going to be a certain point where you're going to not be able to spend more within your market, but that's typically a good amount of money. So if you had some ad budget and you needed leads coming in very quickly, I'd go to Google Ads and I'd start investing in Google Ads. The drawback is you're going to be paying per click, and not every click produces a lead. So you figure every 4 or 5 clicks will produce a lead. And it's going to be a more expensive acquisition cost for you. However, you're paying for speed, and that doesn't account for all of the back-end business via referrals that you'll get from that customer and the repeat purchases that you'll get from that customer and all sorts of things like that. So benefit of Google Ads is speed to market. You could be there almost instantly or within the day, advertising, getting clicks, getting leads. It's very fast. Drawbacks, it could be expensive. It's a complicated platform to learn and to master, and you're going to be limited by how much you can actually spend in the market at some point. I don't think it's 1,000 or 2,000. Most local markets, it's going to be, 5,000, 10,000, depends on what your niche is. Some niches like deck builder in Raleigh, you're looking at roughly $5 click cost, whereas if this was plumbing, it'd probably be in like the 30s. If it was roofing, it might be in the 30s. If this was personal injury lawyer, it might be in the 60s. So it just depends. Every niche is a little bit different. All right. So with Google Ads, you can expect anywhere from 10 to 20% of the traffic. For let's say Deck Builder Raleigh got 100 searches per month. You can expect somewhere between 10 and 20 of those clicks going to Google Ads, with the rest of it falling down to the organic section. So if you just picked up on what I just said, 80 to 90% of the traffic actually goes to the organic section. So the organic section is a massive opportunity, and you've got two big plays there. You've got the map section with your GMB listing, your Google My Business listing, and then you've got your website in the organic section below it. Now, the thing with SEO is it takes time and expertise to get there. So you're looking at probably 3, 6, 9, 12 months before you have a website and a GMB property that is performing very well for you. You either need to learn the skill set, and it can be difficult and confusing, or hire a company that knows the skill set and has a proven record to implement it. Okay. Another pro of SEO is your acquisition cost is going to be more of a sunk cost rather than a per customer acquisition cost, because you're going to get way more traffic on the organic side of things when that's performing well than you will on Google Ads, and your SEO cost doesn't necessarily relate to how much traffic you're going to be getting, whereas with pay-per-click, how much your budget is directly correlates with how much traffic you're going to get. So the upside on SEO is enormous. The issue is it takes time to do it. So, and expertise on both fronts, SEO and PPC. So which is better for you? the way I like to think about this is think about what your customer value is. How large is your client? Okay, or how large is your client value? And do you currently have acquisition strategies to bring in new business? And what is your cash flow situation right now? So if you're thinking on the SEO front, you're going to be investing, say, $1,000 or $1,500 a month for the next 3, 6, 9, 12 months before you start getting leads to get a return on that. Are you in the cash flow position right now to handle that? And if you are, then I would suggest start implementing SEO. I don't sell SEO services, but I love it. And I implement it in all my businesses. And I recommend my clients do it as well. But you got to have the cash flow to support it. And if you don't have the cash flow to support it and you have some time, you could go learn this stuff. Go follow a guy on YouTube named Chase Reiner. Chase is really good at technical SEO, and he specializes in lead generation for local businesses and how to really start from scratch for SEO. How to build a website, how to optimize it properly, and then how to rank it. And it's an awesome channel. Just look up Chase on YouTube, and he's who I'd go to learn. If you had time to learn this stuff, that's where you're going to want to go. If not, you're going to want to hire somebody. If you had money right now and you needed leads right now, you did not have enough leads coming in, you'd want to go the pay-per-click route. So it all depends on how many strategies you have today to actively bring in business. Are you doing direct mail? Are you doing Yelp? Are you doing any of the, let's say, Thumbtack or any sites like that? Are you buying things from Home Advisor? Do you have active referral programs? Do you network a lot? Like how is business coming into your business now? And if it's kind of dry, you got to think about pay-per-click because you can start getting business very quickly. But if you've got a stable amount of business coming in and you're confident that your lead sources are not going to dry up overnight, and you had some resources, probably start investing in SEO. And one thing I like to think about when I talk with my clients is think of the bar stool analogy. A bar stool with one leg is going to tip over. A bar stool with 2 legs is going to tip over. A bar stool with 3 legs is more stable. So, and each of those legs, think of them as acquisition strategies for new clients and for lead generation. So the more ways you have to profitably bring in new business, the more stable your business is going to become, the easier it's going to be to sleep at night. And it just becomes, I don't want to say easier, but less stressful because you know you have sources of leads coming in. And the more predictable ways you have to bring it in, it just makes things easier. So think about your business, think about where you're at, think about where you're at cash flow wise, be honest with yourself, don't be hopeful, just look at the numbers and look what they actually are and start to analyze, start to figure out whether or not you have the amount of leads coming in that you need. And if you do, and you have free cash flow, do you want to hire an expert to perform SEO for you, or do you want to learn the skill set yourself? Personally, I would suggest hiring someone else to do it for you because it can be daunting to learn all of it. Having said that, if you don't have the cash flow, it probably makes sense to learn it, or at least learn a little bit of it to get the ball rolling. And if you have free cash and you want more leads now, and maybe you have a base of leads coming in, but you want more, pay-per-click's a great option. The 1-2 combo, the 1-2 punch is do them both at the same time, but you've got to have cash flow to support that. So I hope this helps. This is Ed here from ClicksGeek. We're a Google Premier Partner Agency. We specialize in generating leads using Google Ads, and our bread and butter is local business. So if you're a doctor, a lawyer, a roofer, a real estate investor, a junk removal business, a limo company, that's the types of clients that we work with, and that's what we specialize in generating leads for. We have white label services for agencies and then also direct services to business owners. And we also sell some courses teaching how to run Google ad campaigns, how to build landing pages, all sorts of stuff like that. So if you need anything, I'll drop a link in the description to a bunch of links about our services, about our courses, about some of our best videos on the channel that I think would be helpful. And that's it for today. So just sit down, be honest with yourself, and figure out whether or not Google Ads or SEO is going to be better for you, or both, and then just figure it out. It's pretty simple to think about, but just be honest with yourself. A lot of people put too much hopeful optimism into things and don't look at the reality on the ground as to what's actually going on. Sorry, I keep rubbing my hands because it's freezing in my house right now, and I got to turn the heat on, so I'm just trying to stay warm. Let me think if I have anything else. I think that's it for today. If you guys need anything, just hit me up. There'll be a link in the description And that is it. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. And that's it. See ya.